It's time to talk about Jaxon Dart. At 6'2" and 225 pounds, he played for Ole Miss and has been a productive quarterback for several seasons after transferring from USC as a sophomore. Thanks to an effective marriage with offensive savvy Lane Kiffin, I would say that, Dart has made the most of his opportunity to play in the SEC by launching explosive pass plays to a slew of gifted pass catchers. Dart has the necessary athleticism to get outside the pocket and extend plays, plus the arm strength to assess most of the areas of the field with the, when he's flushed off of his spot inside of the pocket. So, however, the precision of his game will need tuning in the pros, as the supporting cast and offensive scheme at Ole Miss provide a margin for error that Dart's play will likely not be afforded at the NFL level. Let's talk about some positives for Dart. Now, he does have toughness inside of the pocket to deliver some good throws under pressure. He also has ball handling skills and ability to execute those good ball fakes that you need to get the safeties off of the line of scrimmage and off of the play. He also possesses the arm strength to access every level on the field. Now, with positives, we have to have some negatives. And I would say that his decision making actually falter under pressure, right? I mean, he may have the toughness inside to deliver those throws, but the accuracy is a little bit on the downfall for me. He will leave his progression throws on the field to go off script and flush the pocket, always trying to make that big play, can sometimes lead him in some trouble. And then the transition from space-friendly offense at Ole Miss could be a major one. So, really looking at the background, a little bit of Dart. He hails from Kaysville, Utah, and is a second-generation college football player. His father, Brandon, played safety at Utah. Dart played baseball in addition to football at Corner Canyon High School and was a two-time All-State selection in baseball as a third baseman. He received national accolades as a 4-star ranked quarterback his senior season. Dart was named the 2020 Gatorade National Football Player of the Year and Max Prep's National Player of the Year en route to crushing the state record book. Dart posted 4,691 yards and 67 touchdowns while also rushing for 1,195 yards and 12 scores before enrolling into USC. Dart joined the Trojans in January 2021 and went on to play in 6 games, 3 of those being starts, as a true freshman amid a lost season for USC. Less than a year after joining USC, though, Dart entered the transfer portal and committed to Ole Miss less than 3 weeks later. Ever since, Dart has been the unquestioned starter for the Rebels program and has steadily seen his production grow each year as the triggerman of the Ole Miss offense. Dart has a slew of promising physical skills that should be given the opportunity to develop at the next level. When he's in rhythm and on time, he spins a beautiful football and can lace throws in the middle of the field or vertically on big shot plays. Enough athleticism complements these skills to get outside of the pocket and extend these plays with his legs or change the launch point as a means of allowing deeper progressions to develop. With that in mind, his evaluation is a complex one, though, on the account of both the dynamics of his offense and his play style. It is easy to appreciate and respect Dart's toughness. His willingness to hang in the pocket when he feels he has a throw developing exposes him to some nasty hits, but generally speaking, he does put the ball out there for his receivers to make a play if Dart feels the pressure is coming. Still, his process versus pressure is not particularly efficient, and his overall performance in this area looms as a big spot for growth. Too often, Dart will drop his eyes when he feels a collapsing pocket and miss opportunities to make easier throws. And even more frustrating are the times when he locks onto his primary read and does not work through his targets to locate secondary options with the football to avoid hits or sacks. Given the spacing he is afforded in a spread offense at Ole Miss, these issues only compound at the NFL level when the field is more compressed and the action happens faster. The Ole Miss offense gives Dart a lot of opportunities to attack double moves on the perimeter and big posts into the middle of the field. Dart has the strength to attack these throws and can drop throws into the bucket on these reps, particularly as a primary progression when he can hitch off the back foot and cut it loose. He's typically most accurate on the sideline when getting up the ball up and down the field, right between the 25 and the 30-yard lines. So extended plays when he needs to put more juice on the ball lose some of their luster, right? So Kiffin's offense is at best when the run game is really firing on all cylinders, and Dart plays well off of that with his ball handling. So he sells these ball fakes well, can quickly pull the ball out of the mesh point to shoot it and throw down on any given overplay from defenders keying on that run. This also goes for RPO concepts, right? I mean, he can quickly hit the side route into the flat if apex defenders look to duck and run, fit to alienate into the flat itself. So those ball fakes can be, a force multiplier in some of those easy boot outs and quarterback runs. Dart is athletic enough to run naked game on the edge and should be considered reliable enough to get outside a crashing defensive end to put the defense on their heels and get onto the edge. Syncing Dart's footwork to his route depth with more consistency could keep him with some of the general accuracy he illustrates and at times has issues with. So he has the arm talent to throw off platform, but Dart does not, do himself any favors with his feet. The trickle-down effect leaves him out to a position to progress through progressions that don't flow directly into his initial line of sight and prompt him into some disappointing missed and open throws. He's missed some layups, really, that should have been, set alarm bells, right, for evaluators. I worry that if Dart is put into a position to play early, he will be drinking through a fire hose at this point. Life will be dramatically different than what Ole Miss has afforded him during the past 3 seasons, and it will need significant leaps on the precision of his feet and his decision-making pre and post-snap to put all of his physical gifts to good use. Thank you for watching yet another breakdown for another prospect for this upcoming 2025 NFL draft as we continue to kind of prep you, getting ready for your fantasy football drafts later on in the season. I can't wait to keep breaking down a lot of these players. That way you guys can see what's going on, and that way you can make the best selection possible. Here at the Bayou Bingo Fantasy Network, we want to make sure you are hitting all types of championships each and every year, and this is the starter of it. There is no off season when it comes to the Bayou Bingo Fantasy Network, so do yourself a favor, become a part of the family. Hit the subscribe button, smash a like button on the video below, and leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about this prospect? Is this somebody that you want to go in and try to draft on your fantasy football team? I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.